Hi guys, welcome back to another Matchbox Garage video. I'm Rob, and today I shall be attempting to take this Fandango from shabby to shiny. Now this one's a fantasy design. It's a little bit weird and wonderful, and I thought with a different set of wheels we can kind of, I don't know, maybe bring it up to today's kind of standards. I showed this to my son and he said, "Is that a Ferrari? Is that a Corvette?" And I think possibly it's kind of inspired by both of those, but actually I really like it. I never considered to like it before, which is a strange thing, but kind of thinking, you know, with a different colour, with a different theme, with different wheels, perhaps this one, yeah, could look good. And actually looking it to the side of me now, I think it really does. This one's going to be a Candy custom today, and with 2,000 likes it could be yours. So here it is, quite a good roller to be honest, but with a white base. She does read Matchbox Rollermatics number 35 Fandango 1975, and as you can see I have pre-drilled this one, just the flange for this moment. I didn't really know how much kind of real estate I've got behind there in order to drill and tap as well, but yeah, nicely comes apart this one, all in bits and pieces. And we got these wheels here. They won't be used today, they'll go into the parts bin. And we'll put the base to one side. We've got the interior here, and I'm going to be painting this shortly. I don't mind the white interior, but with the colour I'm going with, I think a change of pace there. And obviously that little engine piece, which will be chromed out. The window section there needs a definite buff. But let's get this main casting into the foot-long hot dog jar. There we are, covered in boiling water, and in comes a tablespoon of caustic soda. But you should be able to see that the base is in there, and just to the kind of top of the screen there you'll see the blue suspension kind of piece that I've removed in order to get the base. What I'm going to do is polish the base out, but quite the reaction already, bearing in mind 1975, so if my maths is any good, that's 45 years ago. Time flies when you're having fun, eh? But with that to one side, we've got the plastic pieces here in the warm water. And these pieces come out nice and clean. And the window section there certainly needs a buff up, which I'll do shortly. And then this little engine piece, I think a little bit of chrome in order for that one. But yeah, after buffing out this window and a little dip in the Pledge Revive It floor polish solution, that'll look brand new. We'll be using the matte silver for this engine piece here. And on the top edges of this engine piece, I'll come back with a little bit of a chrome pen later on. I guess you could say on that star section, I'll chrome that out, and you'll see that towards the end. But just reaching now for the matte black, and we'll be painting the interior which also houses the surround for that engine piece poking through. So quite a nice contrast in my opinion. Making sure there to head it up, and it seems like it goes on quite thick. It's even lost a little bit of the detail, but once it dries it all comes back, and it looks like it's black plastic. It really does dry well. That same again with this other piece. You'll notice where I'm holding it with the forceps, there'll be a little bit of a white piece unpainted, but that's kind of buried way deep into the bonnet section and will be unseen. But it's been perhaps 15-20 minutes, and the main casting there, a little bit of paint left, probably only around a 91% paint removal on the main casting, but probably around a 96% on the base. So our friend the tack life, crank it up to number 3. And here's a little sample of the polishing. Where there's paint remaining, it just kind of takes a little extra time to take it off with the wire, the steel wire ends. But yeah, we make this look good all over. Voila. So she's shiny shiny, and then with the Tamiya fine surface primer in white, we'll go over with a coat of primer here. But do remember, with 2,000 likes, comment down below and you could be winning this car. And there we are with the first coat there. And now comes a coat of silver from the Viejo premium range. And the first time I've used this silver, it's a very light silver, and going over this white you can barely see it, but with a couple of coats it certainly gives good coverage, albeit in a satin finish. But this is a great base for the candy. But I do hope you are keeping safe at home. Scary times at the moment with this COVID-19. I myself will be working from home during the day and carrying on with the restorations for you guys in the evenings. And I hope it takes your mind off of it, even if for 10 or 15 minutes every other day. But yeah, we've got the Viejo Premium now in candy yellow. We've got quite a few different colours, but just fancied this yellow today. I don't think I've painted a car in yellow for a little while. And I'll tell you a secret, this is the first time I paint it. I ended up painting it 3 times. You know, all the way from bare metal to the primer, to the silver undercoat, to the candy, and then the clear coat afterwards. Yeah, 3 times. This one was kicking my butt, to be fair, but 3rd time's the charm, and as you'll see shortly. So it is later in the day. We got that base nice and shiny. Little bit detail there around the back. And these are the wheels I've selected. Come from a Corvette police car. A newer shape, newer Matchbox that my son has been looking for. so please don't tell him where it went. But it went for a good cause. And all the bits there, nice and clean and tidy. And yeah, look at that. Look at that shine. Beautiful. So let's put it all back together. And to remind you of what she looks like, this is the result. So around the front, you can see that I've put now a little bit of black in that front grille. The second job, I did put a number on the front, but yeah, it's screwed up, and I didn't want to screw it up again. But those wheels, I think, really suit this car. And then coming around the back, see a bit of that polished base coming through. A little bit of black paint there in the exhaust tips. And then those red rear lights poking through. You could just about see the chrome there on the engine cover. Be a real interesting design, this one. Certainly I can see Ferrari F40 in there. I can see early Corvette in there. Very cool. But anyway, let me take this opportunity to thank my amazing patrons, including very brand new patron Martin Simon. Thank you, sir. And I hope you guys like this one. Remember, with 2,000 likes, it could be yours. And I'll see you